Welcome, guys, to the channel. Fuck off! So today, we're going to be ranking the Harry Potter
Okay,
books.
Patrick, I'm sorry, but you're terrible at doing intros.
But at least we're not as bad as Abe at doing them. Joel, we're making fun of him.
Oh,
Like
yeah,
we're just
yeah.
making, we're
That's
just
just
gonna
gotta be like a
pretend he's
rolling
really
trend with these
bad.
ones. We've got to keep, like, a counter. Like,
Yeah.
amount of times we've bullied Abe behind his back.
That's the whole point.
He's just gone, like, straight up. He asked us. He's like, "Oi, Cardstocks, do you wanna record?" And we're like, "Yeah." And then he just doesn't show. He's probably dead now. But I guess one can only hope.
Okay, so what we're gonna talk about now.
Harry Potter.
Yeah, Harry Potter books, but not the movies.
Well, you see, the thing is, I haven't read all the books. I've only read the first 4.
Oh yeah, forgot about that. Because didn't you read The Cursed Child?
Nah.
Oh. Right. But you've watched the Austin McConnell redo.
Yeah.
With the spoiler, by the way. So remember when we did the Star Wars ranking? How there was a point on the list where it's like, I love all these movies. At a point on the ranking, it got to that point. That's the whole book ranking for me.
Were you going on the ladders bit?
We've got a message from Abe.
He lives. Who would have known?
Cunt, you said to do a fucking video. We're doing a fucking video. Where the fuck are you, cunt? Did you even reply to the snap? I thought you were gonna tell us where to do the fucking video. You're not even doing the fucking video. Come and do the fucking video, cunt. Okay, let's go back to the video. Before I talk about the 7 books, we're gonna talk about The Cursed Child. Have you read I swear you've read it.
No, I haven't. See, I'm one of those trash people that trashes on things before I've actually had time to experience them.
Joel, I thought you were a good cunt.
Nah, I'm a dickhead.
We're gonna do another controversial opinion.
Yeah, we gotta get a good thumbnail.
I don't hate The Cursed Child.
Fake fan.
First thing I'm gonna say about The Cursed Child is definitely not canon, but I think it's just a fun little book that you can read that counts to nothing. If you read it like that, it's not as bad. It's just, okay, nice story, because, you know, I miss the characters.
Yeah, I don't like the way that The Cursed Child handles time travel.
But the whole thing that made time travel work is that
it's a very different sort of time travel. Like, you don't change things. It's like it's a self-fulfilling paradox.
Like, you can change stuff, except you can't. Now, Joel, ready for the Austin McConnell rewrite.
Yeah, for any viewers that don't know what we're talking about, I'll put a little card up. Go watch this video, but then come back to this one, because this one's obviously going to be way better than that one. Okay, well, now that the viewer has returned from watching that like we told them to, because, you know, they do what we told them to. Yeah, what are your thoughts on it, Patrick? Like, the rewrite in comparison to the original?
Everything is good, except the Harry Hermione thing. I get it, it increases the stakes. That's part of the issue with the original Cursed Child, was it was out of character. But apart from that, it's so much better. Ron's sort of the pretty much oh, there you are, you.
Oh, now we've got to stop doing a parkour.
Morning.
So number 7 is Order of the Phoenix. It's the worst book out of all of them. I used to like it a lot more. I don't know why.
See, people carrying on about Order of the Phoenix, that's the reason I haven't finished the series, because, like, I got up to Order of the Phoenix, and it took me ages to read Goblet of Fire. I'm like, okay, Jesus Christ, and I looked at Order of the Phoenix, I'm like, that's a huge book, and everyone's like, oh yeah, that one's shit, and I'm like, well, I don't want to spend all this time reading a shit book when I could read like 10 good books.
The length for me isn't a problem because it's a good series. So I like to read lots. I like it to go as long as it can. But the thing I didn't like before as a child, or how long it took to get to Hogwarts. For now, for some reason, I like that about it. I like that we get to explore other places other than Hogwarts for so long. So for me now, I just like, yeah, it's good. Want to hear my second least favorite Harry Potter? You've read this one?
Have I?
Believe it or
Wow.
not. The Chamber of Secret. It's just not as good as the others.
Oh no, I liked it. I thought it was pretty decent.
It's forgettable. Now the beauty of it is it sets up later books.
Like it, as you said, it built up like the later ones, but like compared to like as a book, it didn't really do much that the first one didn't.
Okay, my third least favorite is another one you've read.
Wow. You really don't like the first half, do you?
Yeah, the first one. Okay, again, the first one, it's not bad. It's just, the other ones just have so much more. Again, it's short, it's not as full as the other book.
Yeah, the first one, like, comparatively, like, the later ones, they're so much longer.
Any comments, Mr. Joel?
On Philosopher's Stone, I don't know, it got me hooked enough to read 4 books. Take that as you will. It's a good, like, first book. Like, it sort of sets up the world that you're going to be...
Oh, it sets up so well.
Yeah, it's got a very good set. And, like, the build-up to Harry going to Hogwarts, like, it's not rushed and it's not drawn out too long. It's, like, just the perfect amount of time you spend in the human world.
I like, it starts off from a muggle's perspective, seeing all these magic things and not knowing what these magic things are.
Like the viewer doesn't know the reader
Yeah.
doesn't know what the hell's going on.
I mean, well, now if you read it, you'll know everything.
Yeah, and that also adds a bit of like reread value, I suppose, too.
And then find out about the magic world. You're seeing it through Harry's eyes, who's someone that doesn't know, and he's learning it, and that's how you learn everything so well.
Because, like, say if the book was from the point of view of like someone who's lived their lives in the Wizarding World, it'd be very hard to fit like exposition in a natural way.
And that's how you learn everything you need to know. Next least favorite. You haven't read. Oh no, you have read this one then.
Yeah, is it Goblet of Fire?
Yeah, it's Goblet.
Yeah.
Okay, this is where you get some good shit.
Yeah, like this one, I think out of all the ones I've read, this one's my favorite. It was a bit... Its biggest weakness for me is that it's really long. Like, it was...
I don't mind that because it's engaging.
Yeah, it took me ages to get through it, and it sort of turned me off the next one, which was even longer.
I love... You get to explore other nations. Well, no, a lot of people talk about the schools, but the first bit you see is Quidditch World Cup.
It also... Like, it sets up the rest of the series as well, because it's sort of like the beginning of the end of the story, because it's where Voldemort comes into it. It's where, like, the real threat starts.
Yeah, so you meet Bill and Charlie Weasley.
As bad as this is to say, like, just the 4th book, it just had a good plot. The whole setup from, like, the beginning, like, Harry having those nightmares and whatnot, and, like, it all sort of makes sense. His plan does seem a bit stupid when you look at it.
Oh, yeah, that's stupid. Well, it's actually Voldemort's. Yeah, in the words of Super Carlin Brothers, don't get Voldemort to plan your wedding.
That's...
Like, yeah, why don't they just, like, turn, like, his breakfast burrito into, you know, a Horcrux?
Yeah, like, straight up.
So not a Horcrux, a portkey.
Yeah, like, why did it have to be the Quidditch World Cup?
So, as I say, I think the real intent behind it was to show Voldemort's light side, because he cares about your education.
I suppose that's one way to put it.
Because, yeah, he always waits till he finishes the school year to attack.
Yeah.
And that's why you're so annoyed at him going after the Horcruxes in the 7th one, because you're skipping his education. Harry Potter theory right here.
Voldemort was the real headmaster all along. His teaching methods just went horribly wrong. And everyone misunderstood him.
He did want to become...
Yeah, he did want to be a Hogwarts professor. So, and he's like very proud of being a descendant of Salazar Slytherin, so he's just really hell-bent on teaching.
Yeah. That's so stupid.
What?
What did we just come up with?
Yeah, it doesn't make much sense. But like from a reading perspective, if you don't think about the fact that it's the stupidest plan ever planned, like it still reads pretty alright. And like the whole plot twist of Barty Crouch Jr. being
Alive.
being alive and whatnot, I think that was handled alright.
Yeah, he was a good defense against the dark arts teacher.
He was, like, even though he really shouldn't have been, he was a pretty... Considering all the ones they had, he was the second best. Lupin is always the best.
Yeah. Except for the fact that he revealed every student's worst fears in front of the class. We're talking about Prisoner Azkaban, which is the next one on the list.
Oh, I really liked that
This is
one. It was a good one.
The thing I love about Prisoner of Azkaban, there's all these loose ends, like, what the fuck is up with Hermione's timetable? Why does he just show up? Why does she show up everywhere? And the Sirius Black.
Sirius Black.
His story is so well written.
I love Sirius Black. He's a great character.
First, you open up Philosopher's Stone, and you see Hagrid say, "Oh, I borrowed the black from old Sirius Black."
Yeah.
That's the first mention you get it. So it's in your head. So when you read the third one, I don't know if this happened, but then you hear on the Muggle news, "Oh, Sirius Black's broken out of prison," and then Uncle Vernon's like, "What fucking prison? He could be down the road all we know." He was down the road. But
That's
yeah,
so true.
But then, next thing is somewhere along the lines, then he finds, I think he sees a wanted or something. He finds out Sirius Black. Next thing you know, Arthur Weasley says, "Oh, you're by the way," but they tell him that it's theorized that he thinks if he kills you, the Dark Lord will come back.
It's paced really well as well, like the rate at which they unfold the plot.
The next thing you see, and then you find out it was like James's best mate.
Yeah.
And then at the very end, you find out, it was actually Ron's fucking rat. Like, just think how good that was. It's like how they unfold this story. Now you can guess which is X. Wait, have you said everything?
Is it Deathly Hallows next?
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't know how, J.K. Rowling, but she somehow managed to add all these untied knots. Like, he put the Gryffindor's sword in the lake. What was that silver doe I saw? What the fuck is up with Dumbledore's past? She somehow managed to add all these things in the last book and not make it seem forced. Like he's trying to just get some more plot points. And then it all ties at the end of the book in the last couple chapters. Everything from the whole series. This all ties up in a nice bow. It's so satisfying finishing. It's sad that you don't get to read anymore.
Cursed Child.
Now, I think it's pretty clear what my favourite Harry Potter book is. The Cursed Child.
Thumbnail.
No, it's Half-Blood Prince, motherfuckers. Yeah, it's a good. Like, watch Movie Flames video on it.
It has from what I've heard, like it has a lot of good background, doesn't it? Like it.
Voldemort's past. It's so interesting. In Movie Flames video, like he talks. Like, I mean, I know I should be saying why I like it, but I'm too dumb to know. I just know how.
I don't form my own opinions. I steal that of popular figures.
Also, coming straight out of Order is probably another reason why I like it. That's my ranking.
We should trash on Abe one last time.
Okay, Abe thinks he can drive, but he can't because he ended up on an island.